a diva. I'm 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 a.
Back. It's Our Way with Shell
and Kayla.
We're here. I know you missed us. We are here today, and we're going to have a discussion about, does blood make you family or just related? And I'm sure Kayla has her thoughts. I have my thoughts. We always want to know what your thoughts are. So let's talk about it. I think that blood makes you related. If you would have asked me this question maybe 8 years ago, I would have definitely given you a different answer. But now I believe that blood makes you related. It doesn't necessarily make you family. Because sometimes, it's unfortunate, but sometimes family can treat you worse than people who don't share the same blood with you. What are your thoughts? She has to ponder.
I think that, like she said, blood makes you related, and family is who you choose.
I can agree with that, actually. Like I said, if you probably asked me this question maybe 8, 9 years ago, I would have definitely given you a different answer. I would have been like, family is family no matter what. Family is, your blood relatives. I mean, you can always call some of your friends family if you've been friends forever. Definitely family, because I have some friends that I've been friends with forever, and they are my family. Facts. But I've also learned that family, like I said, man, sometimes you get in them trenches and family ain't that funny. And that's just real. I don't know what type of family you come from, but sometimes in my family, it ain't all that it appears. And that's okay. Because everybody has a right of choice. And that's what's good. We all can choose. And sometimes your family don't choose you. Or you don't choose them. But it is what it is.
I only consider seven people.
She with the ish.
I'm just being honest.
The foolishness.
I only consider 7 people to be my family.
Are you serious?
Yep.
7 people?
In blood, 7.
Oh my. I didn't know that. Well, see, you learn something new every day. Wow. I won't ask you to name them. No need for that. No need for that. But
you got more than that?
I think so. I think so. Yes. Yes. But I also have learned over time and through life that you're gonna always be my family because we are blood. But how much I put into you is what I take into consideration. If I don't put much into you, I don't expect much out of you. So that's when you kind of go on the lower part of the totem pole of family, because you are family. We just may not have nothing in common. We may just not talk. But who I consider my family is those that put into me positivity, who put into me and make me feel good about me on a daily basis or on a regular basis. Or whenever we communicate, we just jump right back into it like we had just talked yesterday. Like I have 2 friends, 2 really good friends that I don't talk to as often. However, when I do speak to them, it's like I just talked to both of them yesterday. That's my family. Them my girls for life.
I'm still at 7. And I don't care nothing about it. foresee it changing. Now, if we're adding friends, because I forgot about that. If we're adding friends, then it goes up to 10. 3 of them obviously are my friends. So 10.
Well,
What? What?
I'm trying to wrap my brain around this 7 stuff. This is news to me, y'all. This is my natural reaction.
What did you think I was gonna say?
Well, I never would have thought I never put a number on family. I mean, because I guess I do still feel like my family is my family, but in the same token, I feel like we're more connected if you're pouring positivity into me as I do to others.
But you also have to understand that you speak with some of our family members, you know, maybe not every day or every other day, but you speak with them. I don't. And you speak to a lot more than I do. So when somebody says, how many family members do you have? I say the people who are 10 minutes away from you.
So let's say we go back to our hometown or our home state, and someone sees you and they're like, "Oh, you Shell daughter," and you be like, "Yeah." You be like, "Oh, so and so is your cousin." You gonna be like, "Yeah, no, that's my mama cousin."
No, I'm gonna be like, Y'all, she's trying to get me extra fool in here.
No, I am trying to get clarity because this is something that I did not know. So I'm trying to get clarity.
Okay, so I'm about to paint the whole picture for her and for y'all.
Listen.
No, I'm serious.
No, foolishness.
No.
Okay.
If I go back to our hometown and someone were to say, "You Shell daughter," I'd be like, "Yeah, it's my mom." And they'd be like, "Oh, so is your cousin?" I'd be like, And they say, "How are they?" I said, "I don't know, you should call them." And I hope it don't go any further than that. I will try to be very cordial, very ladylike.
Y'all, she's mine. I'll keep her. What?
I'm not a fake person. I'm not. And I'm not going to fake it to satisfy the other person.
Well, I don't think it's faking it. I just think it's keeping folks out of your business. I just think that if there's family turmoil or family discord, I just think it should stay within the family, and I don't think others have to necessarily know that. So if somebody was to say, "Oh, so and so is your mom," and I say yes, and they'd be like, "Oh, so that means you're related to so and so." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I am," and then they'd be like, "Who else have you talked to?" "Oh, I haven't spoken to them," and I'll leave it at that.
We said the same thing, just in different places.
No, you no, we did not. We said 2 totally different things. Let's be honest. Let's be clear about that. We said 2 totally different things.
But also,
you showed your disdain for the asking.
But also, I like to remind y'all that I, as Kayla, am debating on planning a trip back home. But I'm about to tell you that this is going somewhere, by the way. But I am going to go to a specific place, and I have begged my parents not to tell anybody.
We've agreed.
And they agreed. So nobody will know that I am there, because I'm just going to eat at my favorite restaurants. That's it. However, if my mother were to go, I'm sure there may be a few people that she would visit. And that's totally fine. Just not me. Because I feel, why are we visiting people that I'm touching on other places?
As she said, I talk to people that she don't.
Right.
So I would go visit those that I talk to on a regular basis. If she chooses not to, then that's okay too. What would you do if you went to your hometown and you kind of don't really talk to your family, unless it's maybe through your mom or something? Would you visit those people, or would you act like they don't exist and just go to your favorite restaurants and have a nice time and then fly back?
Stop. She said, would you go back to your hometown and act like they don't exist? And y'all, you take it how you want to, but in my mind, they don't.
Okay, we know where she stands on this. I don't feel that way.
I always say that my mother, we know for sure if ain't nobody else going, she going to heaven. I still am in a place where I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And I don't like that for myself, but also let's be realistic. I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
The devil is alive. We gonna get this thing all the way together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just think that not just blood makes you family.
No.
I believe relationships make you family, can make you family. Positive relationships, people that you spend time with, people that pour in positivity into your life, those who you can rely upon if you need to, those that you have bonded with. Those are the people that make up a family, and that's not always blood, because blood knows your intimate details, because you know they're your blood family. They've been with you probably from forever, and they sometimes can use those things against you, and that doesn't make you family. But when you have built this love relationship and this positivity and this reliability on one another, that makes you family from my perspective. And I have some family that I can do that with, and I have some that I cannot, and that's okay. I don't discount them as family, but what I do is put them in their prospective places, and they're just not a priority for me. But I don't discount them as family, because I don't. This is what the Lord gave me to deal with. This is what He gave me. So I just have to put them in a place where it works for me, versus thinking about all the old school rules of family. While we're speaking of family, I know this may be a little off topic, but when I was raised, we were raised that you respect your elders. You don't feel that way, even though you were raised that way.
You asked me for my opinion?
Yes. So you believe in the theory that you earn respect to get respect, right? That's where you come from. What y'all call? Are y'all called millennials? What y'all call?
I don't know.
Okay, well, your generation believes that you have to earn respect. Respect is just not given, correct?
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. She trying to make me act a fool.
No, I am not. It just popped up in my head. Of course I don't want you to act up. Of course not. But I want your honest opinion about it, because we are coming from two different generations. And so generations change over time.
Listen. Let's say I'm a scenario type of girl. So let's say we can get our things together as a family, and we decide to have like a cookout or something, whatever. I will give you 2 chances to talk crazy to me, disrespect me, do something under the table, whatever. 2. Just because you're an elder. And that 3rd time, I promise I'm going to get you. And I don't care nothing about it. Remember we talked about in the previous episode, I don't care about no consequences. And then I'm going to go to my mother. And I'm going to say, this is what happened. I let it slide twice. Because I feel like just because you're older, I don't owe you nothing because you're older than me. I don't owe you nothing. And so if you can't show me the same respect as an adult to another adult, because let's be clear, Yes, I am a niece or a cousin or whatever, a daughter or, whatever, and I am younger than you, that does not mean you get to disrespect me. And if you want to disrespect me, then you get what you give.
Well, we see what her perspective is. Me, on the other hand, I was raised that you respect your elders. So I have a situation where our aunt was disrespectful to me, and I had to go to my mother and say, she was a great aunt. She wasn't like my mom's sister. She was a great aunt. And so I went to my mom and I said, you might want to have a conversation with her because it's not going to work that way a second time. But as we see, my daughter is not going to come to me and tell me what's going on.
Y'all want to know why? Because she's going to say, oh, Kayla, let's just try to maintain the peace. That's what she's going to say. And I'm going to say, all right, Mom. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go have myself a nice little drink, kiki with my dad. Because that's what we do. And if it happens again, that's just it. That's it. Because there's no, I'm older than you, so you respect me. I say what I want because I'm older or I'm an elder. No, ma'am. Or no, sir. You get what you give. If you give nasty, I give it back. But here's the problem. And I feel like I used to get in trouble for this all the time. And I think sometimes my mom still hates that I do this. And that's okay. Here's the thing. When you think you're getting me, and my dad, he'll tell you. And I hate that he got to tell y'all this. But when you think you get me, I'm going to get you back 10 times harder. You're going to be mad the whole month. And I don't even got to do that much. So let's just all be amicable and say, we all grown here. And don't tell me I'm not grown because I pay my bills. Okay? So we all grown. We all can kumbaya. And, kiki. And, our family, well, we all, let me not say that, we all are a very religious family. Would you agree to that?
I would agree to that.
Yeah, we all are very religious. However, the Lord says, don't drink to get drunk. He don't say don't drink at all. So what I'm going to do is have a drink or two with my father and Kiki.
Let's be clear.
Mind your business.
My husband doesn't drink very often.
Well, when he get with me.
So let's be very clear about that because she will have you people thinking that my husband is a lush. He is far from that.
No,
I have no patience for that.
He's not a lush.
None.
He typically don't drink. No. But when we both, because we both are very much so introverts. So when we both are in a place where we are uncomfortable, that's when I give him. Because I'll be like, you want this drink? And he'll be like, oh yeah, don't tell your mom. And now I think we have us a good old time.
For much is given, much is required. So as a mom, the requirement of me is high to keep my children respectable. And this one is a loose cannon. And yeah, we gonna keep praying for you.
Hey, prayer is needed.
Facts. We're gonna keep praying for you because I just think this is my perspective. Some things you just let go. It's just not that serious.
You let everything go.
Not everything. Some things you just have to let go because it's just not that serious. Remember, I'm on this journey to heaven, not hell. So, some things you just have to let it go. It's just not that serious. I'm a person who chooses my words carefully because I'm not good at apologizing. I'm the first to say that. I'm not good at apologizing, so I have to choose my words carefully. So
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, so being that I choose my words carefully, I back, and I won't have to apologize. So the best thing to do is just let some things go, because the words you choose, they don't have to be real. They
Is
don't
that
have
your
to.
shell tip of the day?
That's my shell tip of the day, you all. Shell tip. Choose your words carefully. Think before you speak, and make sure the words that come out your mouth is what you meant. Because if you meant it, you ain't never got to take it back, and you don't have to apologize for it. Shell tip of the day.
Let me tell you Kayla's tip of the day. I can promise y'all, 9 times out of 10, if I said it, I meant it, and I ain't apologizing for it.
That's Kayla's tip of the day. You get more bees with honey than you ever do that. So just be mindful of that. So be mindful of that. But I do think that we can choose our family. I really do. I think you can choose your family, and that's not to discount the family you were born into. But sometimes the family that you're born into may not always be good for you. Physically, mentally, spiritually. It just may not be good for you. You may have been born into a draining situation, a toxic situation, an exasperating situation. However, you can choose family. You can choose those people that pours into you spiritually, physically, in whatever ways you need it. They may do that for you if it's positive. So I do think that sometimes we have to put family, that's our blood, kind of to the side and choose the people. And the choices that you make may actually be family. They may be in that bunch of people also that you choose. You may choose family. But we all have choices. And that's what I love about life, is that we have choices. I love choices. I love options. Options are great. But thanks for going on this journey with us about family. Is family blood or just related? I learned some things today. And so did you all. How about you?
What?
They learned some things.
No, you.
Oh, I learned that you just gonna go for it. You ain't even gonna talk to me if somebody like you sideways.
Ma, I've been doing this since I was in school. There has not been much to change. Because you're going to try to talk me off the ledge. And 9 times out of 10, I have already came to you and said XYZ did this to me. And you chose to take the higher route every single time. And them higher routes wasn't working. So I got to now put it in my hands that I know is going to work. So I will not be coming to you, no ma'am.
Okay. Well, I don't believe in going in the gutter with the rats, so I'd rather stay above on the bridge. Just saying. Just saying. So, with that being said, thank you all for joining us today. You got any closing words? Do you have any closing remarks?
Like, comment, subscribe, share, and not too much on me.
Don't come for my lady.
Not too much. But we hope y'all have a good day.
And when you see us on the street,
Say hey,
hey girl, hey.
I'm a diva. I'm a diva. I'm a diva. I'm a diva. I'm a diva.